Hi, Scrubs. I hope you're well.
Hello, you awesome people.
Hello, Starfam.
And we are here. Or are we? Yes, we are here. It is the end of 2019. And we are basically gonna do what we did last year by the end, and that is wrap up this year. Last time we had a guest. This time we decided not to have a guest. But before we go into that, we want to thank you all for the response we got from the latest episode where we had 2 guests, which was, as you noticed, maybe a little challenge. But we are very happy that you seem to appreciate it and that we've gotten some really good response on, the episode. We were a bit worried that some of you would riot about the snow still not being there. But it seems okay. Everybody's chill. Everybody's okay with the snow just being in the Dino Valley and Winter Village. But we'll see. They did say it might happen sometime in the future, but don't hope for it in 2020. Let's hope for other things in 2020. But before we go into 2020, let's talk about 2019. And I am here, as usual, with TC and CC. How you guys? Hi!
Surviving.
We're surviving, and we are the guests this time. Just us 3. Which is nice. Before we go into this topic, it's December. I guess I should start. Wow, it has been a real roller coaster of feelings.
Yeah.
I have been stressed, I have been worried and sad, but around in the middle of December, I finally got a response from one of my job applications, and so far the process has been going very, very, very well.
Good.
And I will know more in 2020. But I'm very excited. But when it comes to the game, I have been playing a lot more. When the Tinker was added, you know it is a good horse when you just want to be logged in and ride around on.
Yeah.
Then it's a good horse. I also enjoyed the Jewel Goat hunt since it was easy to do while watching a series or listening to an audiobook, which I have been doing a lot as well recently. So it's just been chilling and playing the game, relaxing and grinding. If you don't understand what grinding is, I will explain it later. But that was basically my December. CC, what have you been up to?
Yeah, I've been stressing a lot for Christmas as well. Also, I've been in like a similar situation job-wise. I have a job until March next year. Other than that, I have no idea what to do, so I'm kind of stressed. So, been searching for new jobs and everything like that. Also, my sister is pregnant, so I'm really, really stressed. She's due in January, so it's very, very soon, and I'm super stressed for her.
80% done.
Yeah, she actually has an app that says like how far the baby is completely turned what to say. So yeah, she probably is like, she's gotta be like 80, 90 right now. And yeah, I've also been doing all the Yule Gold hunting. I was so stressed that I wouldn't have time to finish it all, but I actually got done with it pretty quickly. It was kind of weird. I was like, oh no, I really want the cat. Please give me the cat.
Give me that cat.
Yeah. But yeah, I actually managed to do it and collect the Winter Village set, so I'm really proud of myself.
Nice.
Yeah.
It sounds okay, and it will probably get better in the 2020 for you.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. And TC, what has December been like?
Similar in terms of stress. We'll get into the COP AFTC stuff later. That's been a big portion of that, although that's been bugging me for months before this, but stressed out. In the same situation as you, waiting on hearing back from a new job in the new year, so I have my fingers crossed for that. In terms of playing, whenever the Yule Goat hunt came out, I basically did 8 solid days of hunting for it. First day took me 5 hours to find all the goats. Next day took me 3, and then after that it was about an hour 45 every day.
Yeah.
So I managed to get the cat and everything, and then once I got that, I did log on for a couple of days after to do the Winter Village, and then I just stopped.
Yeah, okay.
I was like,
You're like, I'm done.
I'm done. There's no stats.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
That is a common or a frequent little issue with them adding clothes that has no stats.
Yeah.
So either they add stats or they do as Layla said, add crafting bench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give us one of either and we will be happy.
Yes.
Here we go.
So yeah, that's really been it in that regard.
Oh. So okay. I'm really hoping that in 2020 we all will have the jobs.
Yeah.
It will be a new decade with new adventures. That's how it's gonna be.
Yes.
Keep on hoping. Okay, moving to the topic because we have tons of stuff to talk about from 2019. We're going to do some discussion and then later after we're going to do our top 3 updates, which we have 4 different lists we are gonna say and probably do some discussion around about that. And then we are going to talk a bit about Coppa, but that is going to be the end. And do our favorite segments as usual in the end. But yes, let's first start with discussion. And I just felt, let's start overall. How has the year of this updating Wednesdays felt this year? TC.
I think it's felt a little bit unbalanced sometimes. There's been times where I know that some people have sort of called it like a content drought, where you'll have a couple of updates where there wasn't very much, and then suddenly you get a really big thing, and then there wasn't so much. I feel like that's maybe something that I'd like to see dealt with a little bit better next year. It's just that a better balance overall of what comes out when. Like sometimes I know that maybe they had planned to bring something else out and it gets delayed, and then it kind of throws everything else, and you've got to bring something up because obviously Wednesday updates have always been a thing. I'm sure that is a lot of pressure, and I'm sure it's constricting because you're going to have to juggle things. And for me, I think that there has been a lot of really good updates this year, but there's just been times when there hasn't really felt like there's anything to do. So it's been a mix of those two things. So this year, I think, was maybe the first year that I felt that way. But then I also have to, just bear in mind that I have got to a point in my game now where I have pretty much everything done. So it is partially to do with that. I mean, maybe I wouldn't have felt so much that way if I'd been a newer player or a player at a lower level. Who wasn't as far through the game. So at the moment, I think that's how I feel overall about the year.
I have to agree. I sort of want to describe it as like a heartbeat line. It goes straight, and woohoo, we get something. Straight, woohoo, we get something. Straight, woohoo. Ba-bam. And then some. Maybe it's a little erratic heartbeat because some straight lines are longer than others. Or is it a flat line then? I don't know. But yeah, every update hasn't been amazing, which it doesn't really have to be amazing all the time. But it has been a lot of repetitive stuff. So I guess that is it. Like when it has maybe sometimes been small, but it has been a lot of stuff like we have seen it before. And we were like, we're spoiled, or we're just expecting just a tiny bit of new in everything. Just a tiny bit. But no, but mostly it has been amazing. When big stuff has come, they have been good. Which is nice. What has been maybe something is that you finish it in like a day or two. Which is normal, but recently, like this past few months, we have been getting stuff that has been grinding. Which I really like to see more in the game. And now I'm gonna explain grinding to you people who does not know what it is. The Yule Goat Hunt is grinding. And grinding is when you do something over and over again over a long period of time. And let's see, grinding can be boring. Like the Yule Goat Hunt, if we had to do it over and over for a year, yes, it would be insanely boring. But we got weeks and we got a long. You have to and grinding is also you have to work for to get something, which is what we have been doing. We have been grinding to get the gloves, the pants, the cat, especially for those who have been grinding for that cat.
I feel like if that cat and dog hadn't been there, I think a lot of people wouldn't have bothered because the clothes don't have stats.
Well, I didn't grind for the cat and dog.
I did.
Because yeah, a lot of people did, and I was going to do it first, but then I was like, I'm not gonna use the cat, and the dog is very cute, but it's never gonna replace Rambo, so why am I gonna put my time on that?
Yeah.
So, give me some other things to grind, and I will do it.
Yeah.
Like if I did grind for the pumpkin, the little pumpkin pet. So if there is something up there that I really, really want, then I will do the grinding.
Yeah.
But I guess this is something that is pretty new to the game. They have tried it before, and there have been a lot of players that goes like, "Oh, it takes too much time and it's so boring." Well, that is grinding for you people.
It's very common in like most proper
Very
MMOs, though. I feel like Star Stable doesn't do so much with that. I mean, you could
And
say
I think it has to
reputation
do with
as
the
well.
patience. Yeah. I think it has to do with the patience of the players, but now they have gotten to a point where like you have to put in grinding for at least us players that have been around for a very long time now.
Yeah.
We don't mind the grinding anymore.
Yeah, we just want something to do.
Yeah. And then they have come to a point. Okay, grinding is one point, but how do you make grinding sufferable?
Yeah.
But I feel like in Red Dead Online they have done grinding pretty well. Where you go on, you have to get supplies, or you have to go and get the bounty hunters. It's pretty much always the same, but it is in different locations. You can do it different ways. So I feel the Star Stable is getting to that point.
Yeah.
But they still can't use it for that long of a time because it's still pretty repetitive in a way.
Yeah.
But they are working on it. I feel like it would be really nice to see them where they are going with this.
Yeah.
So I'm really liking it. Cici, what do you think?
Yeah, I do agree that there has been a feeling like both that it's with the content route, like as an old player it is kind of boring if it's like the repetitive holidays, and especially now when we have been spoiled with new stuff, and then there comes holidays with like really old stuff, and you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Then you kind of get disappointed because you expected, like, and was looking forward to seeing something new, and then when it didn't arrive, it's like, oh no. But also the feeling that they are testing new things, like for example the Halloween pumpkin. Jason and the Yule goats, the quick shop, and like
Global
the spring, Global shop. Sorry, is it? Yeah, it's like confusing. They changed the name.
I know.
Global shop. Okay.
Global shop.
Then I had that spring thing with the mares and the foals around Jorvik. So it's so a lot of new things they tried. So that's fun to see.
Yeah.
They have done a lot of terrain updates, so it kind of feels like a whole new game, aesthetically wise. So that has been really cool to see. But sadly, as a play in high level, it's the gameplay has been apart from the amazing main story quest, it has been a little too little to do.
Yeah. It has been like you logged in and looked at the new stuff and go like, cool, and then you log out again.
Yeah, so I've basically, if I'm not had hang out with the riding club or doing the main story quest, I basically haven't played that much over the year. I do have some.
Getting to that later.
Yeah, I do have some extra accounts, like a free account that I play.
Yeah,
and that's fun because you have something to do in the game actually.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm so bad at collecting things like the token and the spiders and the stars. So I have that part of the game still to do. I don't feel any interest for it. So that's kind of sad.
Yeah. So it has been a bit ups and downs, but hoping it will be better in 2020. That they will have more of a sort of a, what is it called? Red line?
Red string or
red string. It's like a Swedish word where you say when you keep everything connected, it comes sort of, it has a purpose in every way it is planned. Feels something like that. So hopefully next year. Okay, moving on. a lot of areas have been updated during 2019, especially since they are updating the area to fit their new graphic set of graphic card, or no, it's not graphic card, it's a graphic
engine
profile.
yeah.
What do we like and dislike about the updated areas? What do you long to see in the other areas that has yet to be updated? TC.
In terms of the overall look, I much prefer it. I definitely think it's a great improvement on what it was. It looks far nicer. Like Merland looks really nice now. A lot of other areas that got updated look really, really nice. The one thing that I wasn't keen on was actually one of the things in Golden Hills Valley. So, always, that place has always kind of been goldy, sort of orange. And I feel like it lost that a little bit.
No!
Whenever they did it, just a tad, I was like, there's no big sort of yellowish trees. There's like little small yellow trees, but I feel like I would have had less green trees in there and more dark reds and yellows and golds and things like that. I feel like that was the only thing in that area that I wasn't that keen on. I think I was okay with the grass being green because, you can have too much of a particular color.
The golden.
Yeah. So I think I was okay with that being different. But I think that was the only thing for me in that particular location that I wasn't particularly keen on. In terms of like the forest at Greendale, there's far less trees than there used to be there.
But it still looks like a forest.
Yeah, it does look pretty. I just think there's a lot of deforestation that kind of went on there.
But that is that's true.
But I think as a location, it's very, very pretty now, and it's really nice. I think they've got kind of like what they did, because when Mistfall opened, and we all saw Mistfall, we just all lost our minds, because it was like I would always go to Mistfall to get pictures, because I didn't want to take pictures of anyone else anymore. Whereas I feel like now you've got the option, you can sort of go to the Greendale, or you can go to Golden Hills, or you can take one in Merland and it's not going to look terrible.
Exactly.
So for me, I have definitely liked the overall look. There's just been like little things, like maybe slightly more trees in a location, or like with Golden, just maybe I'd like to see less green in it.
Oh, well, that will probably happen in Dino Valley. Less green.
Yeah.
More white.
In terms of what I'd like to see in other areas, I think it'll be it'll be interesting to see the buildings when they finally get updated, and that's just everywhere. The area that I'm most interested to see now is definitely Dino, though. I've always liked Dino for the one purpose that nobody ever goes. Maybe that won't be the case when they update it, but I think it has the potential to be really, really stunning, because whenever they first brought out the Winter Village, it was stunning, and yes, it doesn't look as impressive now, but if they can get that impressiveness with Dino in their new style, I think it's going to be really, really, really stunning.
Yeah, it's going to be cool. Yeah, okay. CC?
Yeah, my biggest dislike, I think it's like they updated the areas and they look gorgeous, but you still have nothing to do there.
No.
So it's kind of like, they look pretty, but okay, you go there.
And take pictures. You can take pictures.
Yeah, you can take pictures, that's pretty much it. But so yeah, I was kind of hoping that there would come some new quests or things to do in the areas that got updated. I would have wished for that. But I do agree, the new style is very, very pretty. It really feels like it's really is like a modern game. Because a lot of the old graphics are very old. Like the Hollowwoods, it's kind of sad. I feel so bad for Hollowwoods.
My Hollowwoods. When will it happen?
So that is definitely an area I'm looking forward to see updated. Hollowwoods and Dino Valley are really like my favorites.
Yeah. They are
they're
the last
gonna be
areas,
the fresh
yeah.
ones. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
Then I'm moving on with that.
Yeah.
I'm loving that it looks different and yet follows the same graphical image when it comes to
Yeah.
all the areas. So it feels like the same island with different biomes, which is quite amazing and magical in itself. And I also really like that the new graphical has a subtle feel of magic in it. So
Yeah.
the woods feels magical, even though it is still just a forest. Also loving that they are adding more trails to follow, like in the forest, so you can ride around. What I maybe dislike about the update is not that everything isn't updated. I know it takes a lot of time and work to update everything, but all the small or big details that aren't updated stand out.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and I will get to that later as well in the next question, which is a lot of other things in the game has been updated, like NPCs and user interface, but not villages, which is buildings. Do you miss this, and where would you like them to start updating? And I feel here is the thing I dislike about the updated areas, and the villages look so grey compared to the new nature in the game. Not all of them. I mean, Moorland looks good. Furgrow also still looks good. I guess the vineyard is okay.
Yeah.
I would say it's okay. It's good. It looks good. But that's about it. But especially Silverglade, it just deserved an update 2 or maybe even 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and it's still there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is it needs help. Silverglade needs help. TC?
I think I have to agree. Silverglade would actually be one of my first picks for
Yeah.
a bit of a revamp there, because it's
Yeah.
very droll looking. The other place would be Garlaheim, actually, because
Oh yes.
it's
yes.
it feels like one of the oldest places, and I also think it would be very impressive to see because of the castle
yeah.
walls and everything. I think for me that would be very interesting.
Oh yeah,
Please
and
get
Jorvik
updated.
stables.
Yeah. So those would be buildings and so forth that I would like to see, dealt with maybe earlier on. I mean, when it comes to NPCs and like the user interface, it's been weird with some NPCs, but it's also been like, oh my god, at the same time, like they look so different. Like GMs was one of the things, because I've always seen GMs as this sort of conniving, con man.
Yeah.
Even though now he just looks like a teenager, like just a regular teenager, but I'm still like, we all know that you're still, pretty much a con man.
Kid. Yeah.
Anyway, so that was kind of weird, but yeah, no, I think Silverglade is definitely an area that needs that update, because I think it's a very integral part. I think you spend a lot of time there initially.
Yeah.
I mean, there's other locations where you kind of go and you spend a little bit of time and so forth, but I think Silverglade is such a central hub
Yeah.
for a lot of people, because I think Steve's is probably still one of the most popular home stables.
Oh, imagine Steve's being updated.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Steve.
Oh, yeah, poor Steve. But yeah, definitely needs help. Everything.
Yeah.
Cece, have you answered? No, you haven't answered.
No.
You go.
Yeah, I definitely agree that Silverglade Village needs a lot of love and care. It looks just very old. And it's kind of like it has the name Silverglade Village, but it doesn't feel like a village at all, really.
Yeah.
For me, at least, because it's like just a handful of shops and like 5 houses, and you call that a village. It's like,
Yeah,
So
more
actually-
shops than houses. That's weird.
yeah, that's kind of like. So I would love actually to see it bigger with more houses,
Yeah.
so it actually feels like you could live there. Like for example, the new Hillcrest, that kind of also feels like a very small suburban housing area,
That's true.
which kind of feels a little bit weird with the surrounding area that is not like that at all. So it's kind of like, okay, it's supposed to be a village, but it doesn't kind of feel like it's kind of hard to explain. But yeah,
I would say a crescent moon actually feels more like a village because it's more spread out.
Yeah, totally. It feels more, like there's been some thought there, and that people, it just ended up that way because people wanted to, build their houses there. It feels more personal in a way.
Yeah.
Fargrow, hello.
Yeah, Fargrow is gorgeous. It's super cute.
Yeah.
I love the aesthetics of Fargrow, which is why I'm really looking forward to the update of Jotunheim. Because Jotunheim feels really like this Viking-esque inspired town. So there is a town in Sweden on the Swedish island of Gotland, which is called Visby.
Oh yeah.
And they are kind of like Viking inspired, and they actually have like a medieval kind of Viking festival each summer.
Yeah. Not Viking inspired, it was built during the Viking age, but okay.
The buildings and shops there. It looks so cool.
I was saying that it is not Viking inspired, it is built during the Viking age.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah, sure.
It's a very old town.
Yeah.
What I wanted to ask is, do you think we will have to wait long before we will see villages being updated to match the graphics of nature?
I
Do you
hope
think
not.
it will happen in 2020?
I hope so.
My answer is no. I don't think it will happen this year. Or sorry, but I don't think it'll happen in 2020 personally. I feel like they're going to probably work on the landscape first before they go anywhere near the buildings. And we've still Dino.
Okay.
Still the Hollow Woods. Where else have we got?
That's about it.
Well, it's still two big areas, so I still feel like...
It's not that big. They changed the entire Silverglade.
So,
I am rooting for at least one village to be changed before the end of 2020.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I am not gonna put any money on it.
I was gonna say, you're gonna put money on it.
No!
Yeah.
Not gonna go there. Okay. Okay, so next question is a spoiler warning to people, because we're going to talk about story quests. So, if you do not want to hear us talk about story quests because you're still playing through it and do not want any spoiler, move over to this timestamp, where I hope that TC is gonna put somewhere, so you know what to move forward to. Yes! Okay, so the story quest has been filled with action, sorrow, happiness, and so much more. What is the most memorable moment you remember from this year's quests, and where do you hope we will do in 2020? TC?
The most memorable moment for me was the sequence after Elizabeth's departure.
Oh, yeah.
So that was the most memorable moment for me because I feel like the gameplay there was really good. You had basically silence, you just had the music, you were following the light, and it was just beautiful. I was like crying. I think I was like, oh my god. I know that there was part of it that like before one of the earlier parts where I hadn't cried, but I was upset, and then whenever I did that, I was like, yeah, I am upset, and I'm trying to keep it together. So I feel like there was a lot of emotion there. You were kind of trapped. You know if you're going to get out. At one point, I kind of got lost. And it really, I felt like it really encapsulated what that moment was supposed to be. Because it was terrifying. You felt trapped. You were sad and upset. But you also had to find a way out. So for me, I thought that was the most memorable moment of this year's story quest for me personally. In terms of where do I hope it'll go in 2020, I would love to see more of Anne. I found her very interesting. Like whenever she was kind of built up, I sort of thought she was going to be another Loretta. Before Loretta was nice. And, I sort of felt like whenever we released her from Pandoria, what she said was just so iconic, you know, like, I want revenge. And I totally understand, like, her anger and her rage at somebody having done what they did to her horse, and I think that was very, very interesting, and I'm really curious to see how her character develops. Because I feel like we kind of know the other characters a bit better than we know her. We've heard a lot about her, but we've not had a huge amount of interaction with her. So that would be where I hope we're going to move forward in 2020 with her character.
Interesting. Okay, and Cici?
Definitely the Elizabeth. Oh my god. That was harsh, and it was also very unexpected. I really didn't think they would go that way.
Yeah.
So it was in a way cool to see that they actually dared to do that with a character.
Yeah.
But also it was so hard to see her go because she's kind of like the in-game mom.
Yeah.
So it was like, no, she was
Of all
yeah, she's been like my favorite character for years, and then it's like, no. So yeah, that was harsh. But also, I really agree that it was beautifully done. So I wouldn't change it in any way. And also the part where we finally saved Anne. So like finally after so many years, epic, and it was cool that they made it like a really like a free part. Like a really big thing, because I think that was really necessary since we had been waiting for so long. So I really appreciate that they took the time to make it really big. And yeah, I also look forward to see the development of Anne and her character, and just to see how they will, how the Druid Order will, build up from this huge loss, and how the story will move forward. So,
I agree that the moment where Elizabeth's departure was very memorable, but I'm actually looking forward to her funeral. It's the most memorable moment for me because it was just so. First, her departure was so unexpected. Her death was so unexpected, and once the shook was gone, it was time for sorrow. And the Star Stable did it so beautifully with updating the environment of Doyle Chapel, the music that they used at that moment, and then that we just got all the information about Elizabeth, and we got to see her horse. I was like, what is this horse standing here? And it's like, oh, it's her horse, and oh my god, you lost your owner, that is so horrible. And now you're stuck with Evergrade.
Oh no.
Poor horse, but okay. It's okay.
I like Evergrade. I think it'll be kind.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be a good match. It's gonna be an interesting match. But I was like, of all people, you have to go with him. But okay. And to see how all the relationships she had with so many characters. But yeah, it was just so cool. So I really cool. Wrong word. It was just so many emotions for just that moment. That had like no actions, and the music was so beautiful. And moving forward, I agree. Anne is very interesting, but I'm like, how are we gonna wake up Fripp? And what is Fripp gonna say when he wakes up? Fripp. He's gonna be mad. He's gonna be frustrated, and he might do something stupid. Something tells me he's gonna say like, "Let's go and do this," because Fripp has always been that character that said like, "We're gonna send them there," and Elizabeth was the one that says like, "No, we can't do that because they're young, they don't know much." She sort of held him back, and now she's not there to do that anymore. So will Avalon be there to take her place, or are we going to be sent off into missions we are not ready for?
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, and also we have been getting a little sneak peek on some concept art of Camtasia. So I feel like there's gonna be a lot of enemy fighting in 2020.
She looks awesome, by the way.
Yeah. So
really cool.
I want her hair and her eyes.
It's pretty.
what was I about to say? Oh, it's gone now. Anyway, so yeah, that is. I'm looking forward. I think it's gonna be quite an epic year, where we sort of like we have ended this chapter. We're going into a new chapter. I think that is what is like most exciting.
Yeah.
We're going to a new chapter. Yeah. Okay. So, spoiler done. Any other special update this year that you really enjoyed? TC.
For me, in terms of the update that I think I probably really enjoyed this year, it was actually the update to the Jorvik Wormblood horses, the new coat colors. I know it's like a small thing, but I really like that we got a bunch of new colors that we could go and buy.
Yeah.
And I just really loved the black and white
Jorvik
Wormblood. That horse, I was like, I said I'd never get another starter.
Yeah.
And I was like,
what did Danger Cake say?
He's a little bit upset. Upset.
I totally understand him. Because you said.
I know, I did. But that horse was so gorgeous. So I think that was, like, it's a small update, but it was one of my favorites because I really liked that horse. So I'm trying to think, was there anything else that I really liked this year? I mean, I thought the global shop was really cool. I like that you can put an entire outfit on and see what it'll look like. I think that's neat. I think it really helps because I think if you're a very visual person, sometimes you need to see things together. So that was another update that I thought was particularly good because sometimes I just was, even though I wouldn't buy anything, I just put a bunch of things together to see what it looked like.
Okay.
So yeah, those are the two little random ones that I quite enjoyed this year.
I have to say that I loved the quest where we had to help Emma find her horse.
That was cute.
Yeah, so cute.
It was
super cute.
Fun.
Yeah.
It was so fun and new in a way teachable moment for players who doesn't really know about horse buying. That it takes a lot it must be done before when you look for a horse. Plus Emma is just a very funny character.
Yeah,
especially
she's so
to do
cute.
a voice acting for her because she's really So I really enjoy that, and I would really like some more of that in 20 as well. Look for horses, or just I feel like it has been a lot of story quests, but not as much side quests into.
Yeah, totally.
So I wouldn't mind some more side questing. Because there are a lot of other people on Jorvik that help.
Yeah,
like Mrs. Pike.
Oh
yeah, Mrs. Pike.
Do you need a husband? Where did your husband go? Do you need help with that fish you have in your hand?
Yeah.
Wanna slap someone? Okay. Cece, any other special updates you wanna mention?
Yeah, the horse market finally got a permanent placing.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
I mean, so long that we had to run around. Like, it's just appeared and disappeared and appeared, and it's like,
and we
then the XP and had to catch the horses, the same, quests, and I'm just happy they are there now and they have a purpose. And also like they have a really good purpose now that some of the old horse models, like from Gen 1 and 2, they just can get collected there, so they have more room for other horses.
Yeah.
Which is very exciting.
In a way, I want to call it the horse graveyard.
Oh no.
Oh wow, that turned gloomy.
Where all the old models
wow. Yeah. Wow.
I'm not gonna see myself there ever again unless they put a new horse there for some weird reason. But it's gonna be the place where they retire horse models.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Yeah, I think if you know what would be nice there? Like, if they ever do this, I know I've mentioned this in previous podcasts, but if they ever allow us to take an old horse and upgrade it, it'd be nice if you could do it there. So, if you could go and upgrade a horse, and like you pay like a certain portion to upgrade your horse to the new model, I think it would be nice if it was there. Or we could ask Idris to do it, because he has magic powers.
Yeah,
it would make complete sense.
That's also true.
Yeah.
Or Pi.
Yeah.
She actually did it in a quest.
Yeah. So I feel like we've got possible plots there that don't not make sense. So Star Civil, you could do
The
that.
rich pie's nice job is go to update all news.
Yeah.
Why not?
Also, I enjoyed that they updated some of the NPCs. My favorites was Andy, James, and Emma. Andy is super cute. I mean, like, and now he kind of looks more like he's the right age to actually be left with an important job to look after animals. Because his old model was like, how old is he? Is he like 7? I don't know.
He's out here alone
with all the wolves around.
Yeah,
like I'm not
minding chickens and sheep.
Yeah, I mean that's hard. That's a hard work,
Yeah.
Also, James, he looks really cute. Well, he kind of looks cute in a young hipster way, I guess. He looks better, definitely.
Yeah, that's true.
But Emma, I love her new style. Like her makeup and nails and hair and everything. Emma is a fun character. Yeah, I love her. She's so funny.
Okay, but then what do we miss from this year that we hope we'll get in 20? I'm gonna start. Once again. Silverglade. Could you please just get some help? It's a crisis now. It's starting to build up a grey cloud around Silverglade.
Yeah, especially when Moreland and Fortnite look so good, and they're like the beginning zones, and then you come to Silverglade and you're like, what?
Oh yeah. I can see how people pay for finally continuing up that hill to Silverglade, who everyone talked about, and you come and you go, what? It's dumb. It's not really dumb. It's like it's vintage.
It's vintage.
So I really hope for 2020 to fix Silverglade. TC, what do you miss from this year's update? Dates.
I feel like because there were certain holidays that got a revamp, like take Halloween with Pumpkin Hunt, and then what we got with the Yule Goats. There were certain holidays like Midsummer, which was just the same thing completely, and I'm over Midsummer because like I've had the same thing for a couple of years, and I did notice some of the dialogues hadn't had the year updated either, so I was like, that needs sorted out. For me, that was something that I was just kind of like, even though it's not like my favorite thing, like Halloween is my favorite thing in the game when it comes to stuff, but I think if I was looking at like the yearly stuff, I feel like Midsummer is just like you do it and then you're done, and I do it in about 40 minutes and then I don't go back. Like at least the other events I was kind of coming back, like Fortuna, Halloween, Christmas. I felt like there was a reason to come back on with that. There wasn't, so for me I'd like to see going forward more stuff sort of elevated with that kind of thing. So
I agree. CC?
I was really hoping for the major wardrobe update.
Oh yeah.
But I'm not sure if I remember correctly. They said they might be doing it. They said that they might doing it this year. But then I guess it was, something happened or something.
Yeah, what they said is that they're still trying to figure out how they want it to be. And they gave us this sort of thing to deal with in the meantime. So that is one major thing I really miss. Yeah, I think a lot of us. Especially now that we have global shop. A lot of people are probably thinking, we want global shop in our wardrobe now.
That would be cool.
Nice. So I agree. I totally agree. There has been a lot of action outside the game music release, book releases, events, horse apps, and so on. What do you remember the most of all of this, and what do you hope for in 2020? TC.
Well, it's reasonably easy for me to answer this because music releases, I would hear them in game if I, on most occasions. Book release events, obviously I don't get to go anywhere near those because of where I am. And I don't really use the horse app. What I would say I probably remember most of all out of those things is probably the music, because we've had a lot of music released this year that I've actually really enjoyed. I love the Miscreants.
Yes.
I really liked that. It was really good. I actually even liked some of the other stuff as well. There's actually been a lot of good music, even just in the game generally. Like, I think you were mentioning the quartet earlier, and I was thinking, yeah, I forgot about that. But like, there's a lot of music that's come out this year that has been really good. It has really gelled, I think, really lovely with the game, and it's had a purpose. It's been relevant to whatever's going on. So I think my favorite thing, and the thing I remember most of all, is this has been a really good year for the music in Star Stable. I hope that continues in 2020, and obviously I would love if the book released next year would be out in English. So that's what I hope for.
I got to attend most of the events they did here in Sweden, together with you, Cici. Which has been tons of fun. But I think the most memorable is the music, I have to agree. The music has been on another level since they started to use it in the game and then let us listen to it outside. It sort of fused our reality with the game, since we can continue listening to it outside and then have it connected to those special moments in the game. But what I long for in 2020 is, first, the books being released in English, so all of you can read them, or at least English-speaking people. And two, that Star Stable will try to visit more countries, so more of you can meet them. They did go to the US, which I was so excited to see. I'm still hoping for like a little video from when they were there, but still nothing from there. But yeah, I almost feel bad every time I'm talking about how many times I have been to their events. When I know a lot of you can't just jump on a plane to Sweden. So yeah, I'm really hoping for more events in other countries, which will maybe be possible when they release the books in English, or I'm hoping so anyway. So that is what I'm longing for in 2020. Cici?
Yeah, I agree. Spread the love of Star Stable. So yeah, it's kind of like we're lucky to live in Sweden and to be able to go to these fun events. And I really hope that I can travel the world and just become bigger and have that opportunity. And also the author of the Soul Riders book, Lena Dahlgren, she is such a sweet, cool person. And she's just so cool and she's so lovely. So I really want more people to meet her too. And she's so passionate about this project. And the books are so good. I mean, come on, it's so good. I just want to like talk about it with more people.
Yes. And we do have plans to invite her to be on this podcast.
Yeah, that would be so fun. So excited. I really hope they will release the books in English soon, because it needs to be done.
Yes, it has been too long.
Yes.
We are wrapping up this discussion with this last question for us all, which is, how has your gaming of SSO been this year, and how do you think it will be in 2020? Especially now that we have been talking about all the updates and so on, maybe you realize how it has been. TC.
I think my gaming on Star Stable this year has maybe been... I've probably played Star Stable less this year than last year. Just because I have got to a point now where there's not much for me left to do. I do still need to do the token photographs and things like that. But I think I probably train less, which is surprising for me as well. I know this is kind of unrelated, but there's a tree in the middle of the wilderness race at the start, and it needs to be moved.
Okay.
I really like that race, and I'm so annoyed because half the time I go to run forward and I just go straight into the tree, and I'm like,
Oh no!
it was never there before, so can we move that tree, please? That's my like one request. Okay?
I thought you said it was less trees.
Well, no, the tree needs to be moved over about a foot to the left. And
Not
then
removed entirely.
Not
just
removed, just move it to the left a little bit, because where it is, it's in the middle. Whenever you go to start the wilderness race, you've got a picket fence on one side and a wall on the other, and the tree in the middle. So the tree needs to be behind the picket fence or beside the picket fence. Where it is right now is a bit of thing. I know that's such a random thing, but it's something that's been winding me up ever since it got moved. I'm pretty sure it got moved. Because I don't remember running into it in the past. But yeah, no, I think overall my time spent on the game has probably been less, and if I go on, it's normally because I have a purpose. So whether it's to do a club event or whether I just want to go on a train, because I do sometimes take notions where I still just want to go on a train and listen to music. But I think my gaming has changed on Source in the last year. I don't think as maybe as involved in the game as I was previous years when I had more to do. So now I am kind of playing more other more sort of a wider range of games because I have the time to spend on them now because I don't have so much to grind through on Star Stable.
That's true.
So in terms of how I think it's going to be for 2020, it's going to be interesting to see because I think there's a lot of interesting stuff should be coming up soon and a lot of updates. I think probably next year there's going to be a lot of updating going on in terms of looks and things like that, so I don't know how much that's going to... It could have a great impact and mean there's not a lot of new story stuff, which I'm a little bit worried about, but I guess I'm going to hope that they balance a bit, balance that out in some shape or form, and that's how I think it'll probably impact. It's going to depend greatly on what we get this year.
And you, Cici?
Yeah, I think I've also been playing less this year. Many reasons behind that, personal stuff with family and work and health problems and such. But also the thing with switching riding clubs.
Yeah.
And, like my friends in-game, many of them hasn't, been playing that much lately either, so... And I feel it's kind of lonely to play alone, so if I log in and then I see none of my friends are in, then I'm like, okay, I'd rather do something else then. And yes, as I play in higher level, it's not that much to do, and I'm also not very good at training my horses. So that's not really a thing I really want to spend time with either, because it just doesn't feel that much fun anymore when you've already trained. Like, I don't even want to count how many horses. I don't know how 2020 will be. I think that if we will get more stuff in between the main story quests, like more, just character building quests, like the ones with Emma and her new horse, something like that for like every NPC would be really fun. Just to know the characters and the characters having character and personality. And they kind of have this humoristic viewpoint that every Jorvegian, needs help with everything, basically. They kind of do nothing of their own. So that's why our player is doing everything. There's a lot of things you can do with all the NPCs. So I don't know, I just want more things to do, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have to agree, it has been very up and down from my part as well. It was around the time when Comet Hawks decided to end where my own activity got low. Not only because of the club ending, but because I needed to just be a lot more active in my real life, graduation, work, and all that stuff. So overall it has been quite low, mostly logging in for updates. Moving forward to 2020, I think it will be pretty much the same as it has been these past months. Logging in for updates, also training horses when I feel like I have the time, because it's a really relaxing moment. Like if you have a series that you wanna watch and you don't wanna just sit and stare at the screen, it's good to just sit down and train horses instead.
Yeah, true.
So yeah, but I do not think I will join a club in 2020 since real life is still is a little uncertain, so it feels wrong to join a club where I can't promise anything.
Yeah.
And it just feels and I have other games I wanna play like Red Dead Online.
Yeah.
Go bounty hunting. Can we go bounty hunting in Star Stable?
Yes.
Not brutal at all. But okay. We are ending it. But bounty hunting, going and catch bad guys.
No.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we're ending the discussion there. So we are now moving on to top 3 updates, where we have a list of 4 lists. I mean, we have 4 lists, which I'm thinking that we are going to start with the third one, then the second one, and then we're going to go, wow, is this your first one? Oh my god. That's my idea anyway, so we're going to see. But let's start with my probably favorite list of them all. Top 3 horses of 2019, including updated and new. And, we did a little list. So what we got this year, Shinkotik, Akaltek, Andalusian, Curly, Tinker, and then we also got some Jorvik wild horses, and new colors for the Jorvik warm blood as well. Okay, I'm so excited to hear what you guys think. Cici, what is your third one?
My third one is the Shinkotik ponies, because they are so small and cute, and they have like really funny personalities.
Yes.
They look so sassy and like, oh my god. Oh, they're so cute. I love them.
Okay. Do we want to say everyone's third, or do we want to go like 3, 2, 1 from one person?
Yeah, we can go 3 for all, I think.
Okay. TC, what is your third?
My third favorite horse out of everything that came out of this year would probably... Oh, this is so difficult.
Haven't you done a list already?
No. It's hard to pick. I think it's gonna be the Gypsy Vanners as my third favorite. I think,
also known as Tinkers.
Yeah, I think they're lovely. They're compact. But what made me just laugh at them was the fact that the gates are the gates are funny.
No. They're gorgeous.
No, they're lovely. But what I mean is, it's like a lazy cob. It looks like kind of like, oh, okay, do I have to counter? Oh, okay, right, okay, I'll counter. That's what I mean. It's I thought they were kind of it didn't look
so
like they were really like flying forward. They're more like collected and kind of lazy looking. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I think it's quite endearing. So they would be my third pick. I think the colors are beautiful.
It's just so interesting because for me it's like the most powerful gallop in the game right now. But that does say something. But okay, my third one, and it is so funny that we all have different. My third one is the Andalusian.
Oh.
I have been longing for this breed to be updated, and I'm really not disappointed. It is gorgeous. Done some amazing pictures with them. And they are overall really good. I think it was some gates that I was not really that happy about because I thought this was gonna be my number 1 horse, but and I did really enjoy the special braided mane.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
Gorgeous. Yes, and gorgeous colors. So that is my third. Okay, now I'm getting even more excited now. Okay, what is Cici? What is your number 2?
2?
Yeah.
Is the Tinkers.
Oh, okay.
Because they're just so big and powerful and fluffy, and they look so nice and so pretty.
Did you hear that, Cici? Powerful.
No, I do think that they're powerful and they're beautifully compact. But what I mean is, like, you can have horses that are really, really powerful and they're beautifully compact, and they can move if they want to. But I feel like the Tinker horses, they're kind of like, I could move if I wanted to, but I'm not going to.
Okay. Okay.
Like the older generation of the Tinker and the North Swedish Oh gosh, I can't pronounce today. North Swedish horses. They kind of have that feeling to them, I think. They're kind of like, okay, I'll walk. Like, they have the kind of like funky, like, you know, lazy attitude to them. So maybe they took that personality and just, you know, tweaked it a bit. Who knows?
Okay. TC, what is your number second? Or second?
My second favorite is the Alcatekis.
Ooh.
Because I can, I was like, I'm gonna buy 3 horses later. So
Yeah.
So
He's gonna have one.
I'm just gonna have 1, and then I came home with 3. So I really thought they were beautiful. They were very elegant and just really, I love the sheen on them. I love that. Like, please do that on more of the horses, because I love it in Red Dead when you're riding on your horse and you go to the river and your horse is all shiny and gorgeous and it just all looks stunning. So kind of like for me, that was like, I really like them because they've got this beautiful sheen to their coat, and I really like that. So for me, they would be my second favorite because I think the colors are really strong too. I didn't feel there was any of the colors in that breed set that was weak. I thought they were all very, very strong colors and all very desirable coat colors as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
For me.
I agree. Mine is also the Akaltek, the second one. Second one for me. I am surprised because I'm normally not into very thin horses, but these horses is just so photogenic. It has surprised me so much this year. Some of my favorite photos has been with the golden brown Akaltek. She's just so gorgeous. So that is why it just needed to be a second, because it surprised me by how good it is, and most of the gates I'm really fond of as well. And I'm also surprised by that I liked the short mane. That I haven't changed. Well, I did change on the Orion, the short mane, but on the golden brown, I just kept that really short mane, and it's just gorgeous. I'm surprised. That is why it's number second, because it's so gorgeous. Okay, so drum roll. Cece, which is your number 1?
My number 1 is actually the Akalteke.
Whoa!
Yeah, I know, it's so surprising to me as well, because I'm a draft horse person. I like heavy horses. Like, oh my god, what happened? But yeah, the Akaltekes are so pretty, and I do agree with TC that very strong colors. All of the colors is, you know, like 10 points, while I thought like some of the Tink colors and some of the Chincoteague pony colors was like, they're pretty but not my style. But the Akaltekes were all like, I could buy any of them. And also their shine, really cool touch, and they finally got updated. Apart from the fjord horses, this is the breed I really long to see an update version of, because it is such a unique body type of a horse. So it's kind of is like this achievement for Star Stable that they actually gotten this far. They actually could make this horse and could make it look so good. And yeah, I just really love it. The gates are adorable. I just like the like tippy toes trot. Just it's so cute.
That is
so and the short mane. It's very unique and very cool. So I really like them. So that's my number 1.
Okay. Next drum roll. TC, what is your number 1?
The Fancy.
What?
I didn't expect myself to be picking a wild, but I absolutely love it. I do really like the Andalusians, but the Fancy coat just takes it to another level. So for me, I absolutely adore that horse. I think it's so cute. The coloration's just beautiful. I think they really hit the nail on the head with that. And for me, that's why it is my favorite. I think horse of this year, because it is so pretty. It was so stunning. Like, when I look at all the other horses, I think one thing I will have to say, I know I didn't pick the curlies in my top 3, but I have to say that the animations that went into the curlies were brilliant. Like, they really Like
Really
they slowed them.
sweet.
Yeah, they slowed them down, but it really worked, and you weren't expecting the rear. I was not expecting the rear that I got off the Grilly.
Yeah.
So for me, that was really, really nice. And the Shinkatakes just weren't my thing.
Yeah, okay.
For me personally, but
Mm.
yeah, no, the Fancy is my number one, I think, for for this year, because the color is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Drum roll for me. Weirdest drum roll ever. But it is actually, I'm wondering, Cece, have you and I switched bodies? Because for me it is the Tinker.
Oh wow!
The
Yeah.
Tinker, oh my goodness, it's so gorgeous. The
Mhm.
mane, the
Yeah,
left, the body is just powerful, big horse, and
Mhm.
it trots like a god.
Yeah.
And it walks beautiful, and it's just so pretty. It's gorgeous. I'm so surprised because I've been so long saying like I don't have a favorite horse in the game because there's always something with the horse that I'm like I don't like it.
Yeah.
But this horse, I feel like I basically like everything. So now I have to say it is my favorite horse of the game so far. The Tinker, the updated Tinker. Oh, this was definitely my favorite list because it's so funny.
I think we can probably say that the El Contigu's probably done the best in our list.
Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but honorable mentions. The Curlies definitely was
Yeah.
really, really nice. I was surprised how much I actually liked it because
Mhm.
Curlies in general is not my thing.
Yeah.
Shinko
And the Halloween fjords.
Oh yeah, the Halloween fjord.
Yeah.
I thought
Very
we were
pretty.
doing just only like horse breeds. I didn't know we would do Jorvik wilds. But I
Oh.
must say that the Halloween fjords were really cute.
Okay. They're up there with CC's number one. The whole
Yeah.
fjords. Well,
Yeah, they're the number ones of Jorvik wilds, definitely.
okay. So maybe it was better to not have them because otherwise we would. It would be spoilers.
Yeah.
Like, Okay, moving on to the next top 3, which is updates to the game of 2019. Things that has gotten a new look, not including areas. So, Cece, what is your number 3rd?
My number 3rd is the map icons. Yeah, I really think they're really nifty and great for new players, and you know, if you just want to find something. So yeah, just good.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. Okay, and TC, your 3rd?
I think it was the new cats. I think they did a beautiful job with the new cats.
Yeah.
I think they really were very, very stunning. Their running motion's hilarious, but they're
Yeah.
absolutely stunning. So for me, I think it would be them.
Okay, and my 3rd is the new runestones that we can find in the Golden Hills Valley because they are gorgeous. They are finally the runestones they should have been from the start. So yeah, I'm really enjoying the runes. So if you haven't seen the runestone, go to Golden Hills Valley, the stable there, right over to the new area, and just right up the hill, you will see a lot of stones with pink on it. So that's the runestones. Okay, Cece, your 2nd one.
My 2nd one is the little makeup table in the home stable.
Yeah.
And that you can save the hairstyles and makeup, so you don't have to, if you want a new look, you just have to buy a new one and then lose the one you had. So that's cool that you can save them and just buy them once. So that's a really cool update.
I agree. Okay, and TC, what is your number 2?
My number 2, I know you said not locations, but this is a very specific small area. The bit inside the home, like the home, not the home stable, but the bit outside in the stables, how like they updated that.
Interior.
Yeah.
The interior
Yeah, that's fine.
is beautiful. The lighting, the little hanging lights, it's so cute. I love the aesthetic of that. I can't criticize it. I just adore it.
Yeah.
So that would be my 2nd thing because I think it's beautifully homely. I love the sort of warm light that you get in the stable. It feels warm and cozy. I never got that from it before. So for me, that would be my 2nd favorite.
Yeah. Now, yes, the entire stable needs to be updated.
Yeah.
But that would be something. Okay, so my 2nd one is the roses.
Aww.
The pretty roses in the Pona and in Silverglade, not the Silverglade South.
No.
Anywhere where there are roses now, they are so pretty. I love them so much. Okay, so I'm not gonna do the drum roll again because it's gonna be annoying. But okay, Cici, your number one. What is it?
Yeah, my number one is what TC just mentioned, the updated like stables around the villages. It's I totally agree that they look way more cozy now. Especially now when it's like a holiday season, so they can get like cute Christmas lights and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, they look really good. So yeah, I would like to have that feeling in the home stables. Because the home stable is
needs another update.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
You will never be happy.
Nope. We're spoiled. We're very spoiled.
Okay, TC, your number one. What is it?
My number one of the whole year for these kind of smaller updates was the new saddles and bridles. Because
yes, totally.
the detail, and I suppose they include the blankets as well as the wraps as well, but the details on the stirrups and the saddle and the stitching, and it just they were beautiful. I know some of them kind of be slightly adjusted on some of the horses because they're sitting in a wee bit of an odd place sometimes with the characters in the wrong place. I know that happened for a wee bit, but I think the actual items themselves, they look really, really good.
Yeah. Yes. My number one is the same as TC. It's the worst. Because I have to agree, it was so amazing. Oh my goodness, when it finally arrived, I have no idea how long I have been longing for new updates of gear. Like, we have had the same saddles and the bridle. Well, the bridle hasn't changed. Well, yeah, it changed. It's just so. I having a hard time choosing anything else. I have to sort of remind myself that the other is okay as well. So, but yeah, the horse gear. Yes, more. Yes, I thought there would be more.
I
would just come rolling now, but now it hasn't. Yeah, but maybe in 2020. Okay, third top 3 is music from 2019, since we have been getting so much new, amazing music to the game and also released on Spotify. So, Cici, your number 3.
My number 3 is the Silverglade String Quartet. That has been used mainly like in Greendale Forest and in the Jorvik Open Stables. It's very classy and serene and calming. It's just pretty.
Yeah, I agree.
And I always had a soft spot for classical music. I've actually played cello for a few years.
Cool.
So yeah, it's very pretty. I don't know what more to say. It's just pretty.
It's okay. TC, your number 3.
I think my number 3 is probably the I Hate Plastic song that they did. I thought that was quite a good one. I was like, yes. I thought it was. It's like I've used it in quite a few live streams and things like that, and I just think it's a nice little tune. And I think
which is DJ Kai.
Yeah, DJ Kai. So I thought it was quite nice.
Yeah. I agree. My number 3 is Invincible by Lisa Peterson, that they tend to use in trailers because it's a bit so. I don't know. It has gotten to be a little bit like Star Stable's signature now, since they use it so much in their promo sort of videos and stuff like that. And I feel warm. I really like the lyrics, and it's so upbeat and nice. So yeah, I really enjoy it. Okay, so Cici, your number 2.
My number 2 is Every Song with Miss Krantz.
Every song.
Yeah, I'm very bad with names, so I just can't remember the song name. So I just said like every song.
Yeah. Okay.
But they are all awesome. So.
Okay. TC, your number 2.
My number 2 would be the same as Cece's. Pretty much
Yeah.
all of Masquerade songs. I really do like Lion's Tale. I think it's one of my favorites out of those. But yeah, Masquerade songs, very, very good. I really enjoyed those. Those are more my kind of style. So like overall, so yeah, I really, really enjoyed them.
Yeah. I just have to admit, my number 2 is Lion's Tale by Miss Crescent. So, but I guess all this is amazing. But Lion's Tale is the one I've been listening to the most since it's on Spotify. It does annoy me so much that the others are not. Or am I the only one? Because I can't find any other Miss Crescent songs on Spotify right now. You just have.
I don't watch them on there or listen to them on Spotify, so I have no idea. I think there's like 2 or 3. Isn't there 3 songs?
No, I only found 1. Which is Lion's Tale. But yeah, so okay, so Cece, you're number 1.
Lisa, I just love her song. It was hard to pick, you know, a favorite for her too, because I love all her songs. But I think Stars is my favorite.
Oh, yeah, the one from the holiday calendar.
Yeah, it's really pretty, and it's kind of mentioned in the books.
Oh, yeah.
So kind of have that going for it as well. So yeah, it's just she who is the voice behind Lisa. She's really awesome and talented and such a cool person. So yeah, I really like that. They really picked the right person for Lisa.
Yeah, definitely. TC, you're number 1.
My number 1 is the Path Home that they used in the story quest sequence.
Oh, yeah.
There's just so many feels. It's such an emotional piece, and yet there's not a word, in it, pretty much the whole way through. I think depending on the version I think you listen to, I think there is some words at the end of it.
Yeah, you start to hear I'll be there, I think.
Yeah. But the start of it, it's just, there's nothing, but it's just the music, and it's a beautiful piece. It's an absolutely beautiful piece. I loved it.
Okay. And my number 1 is, I agree with you, is Stars by Elisa Peterson, but I have to go that I am so in love with DJ Kai's remix of it.
Oh, it's so amazing. It's pretty cool.
yeah, it's so amazing. You cannot find it on Spotify, but I think you can find it. You can, if you go now to the New Year celebration in Winter Village, you can hear it there. Maybe you can find it on YouTube. So yeah, definitely, I love it. I just love house music in general, so that's probably why I really enjoy it. Okay, last top 3 list, which is a hard. It was a hard one, but it is the top 3 full or outfits of 2019, and I have to tweak it a little because I had so hard to remember full outfits, and I never really liked full outfits. I never really liked anything. So it is okay if you only choose like full outfits for a person or full outfits for horsey. That's what I did in the end. Cece, you're number 3.
My number 3 is the Baroque sets that came out with the Jorvik Opera Stable.
Oh yeah.
Because I just, especially my favorite part of that set is the jacket for the rider.
Oh yeah.
It has such beautiful details in the back, which essentially is the part of your character you're gonna see the most.
Yeah.
When you ride around, you see the back most. It's so pretty.
Yeah.
And I really like that style of like that Baroque, old school riding feel. Just that the Baroque set is really cool.
Okay. TC, you're number 3. You're number 3.
It's between the Rainbow Festival outfit and the Halloween reward outfit. I think if
you have to pick one.
I have to pick one. And although I love the pants from the the Rainbow Festival, I think the overall winner for the entire outfit's probably the Halloween one that you got from the Soul Shards. Because it was purple!
Yay!
And it was just overall, I thought it was quite nice. So, yeah, it would be that one. It would be my 3rd favourite.
Okay. My 3rd favorite is the one we got pretty. It was like in the first update of 2019, and then it was the Dino Valley theme set.
Ooh, yeah.
I love the jacket on that. Still use and the saddle and everything. It was like before we got the updated gear, but it is still in a style that I really enjoyed. How everything looks. So yeah, that is my third. Cici, you're number 2.
My number 2 is the rainbow set from the Rainbow Festival.
So cool.
Yeah, it's like I love rainbows and unicorns and sparkles. So it's like so many colors, so pretty. So cute.
Yeah. Cici, you're number 2.
My number 2 would be the Baroque set from Jorvik Stable's Open House, because I think they're really, overall, very, very pretty outfits. And, you know, ones that you could practically use as well, because I think that sometimes I think is a bit lacking is like whenever you get a really nice outfit but it's no stats. As far as I remember, the Baroque set does have stats, so that would be my second favourite.
Yeah. I have to say my second is the calendar set that we are getting right now from the holiday calendar. The bridal is really nice. Yeah, and I really enjoy the style of the jacket we got, and that it has like a scarf. I just really hope they will sort of come up with a way to make the scarf 3D as well. So it is a thing that is painted on the jacket that is actually goes up a little. And so it actually covers the neck where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it looks cold.
Yeah, like you have a neck and you have a scarf and it's useless. But I'm really liking the colors and everything that we got in so far. Even though it is a Western saddle, but it's a very pretty Western saddle.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my number 2. Okay, Cici, what is your number 1 of top 3 full outfit of 2019?
It was kind of hard because it's been a good year for the color purple. Because both of the Halloween set and the Winter Village set has a lot of purple in it, which I really approve. But I ultimately chose the bluish purple druid set from Farah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, it's so pretty because it really is like an interesting color right between purple and blue. So it's really, really cool looking. And the set for the horse is really pretty as well.
Yeah. TC, your number 1.
My number 1 is probably the clothes that we got from the miscreants with the mask and everything. I didn't manage to buy everything before it left, but overall, really like that style of the stuff that we got for that, and I love the mask. The mask was basically my favorite thing. So yeah.
Do you even have a face now, or do you just have that over makeup?
I can't have it. My eye patch at the same time, unfortunately, so I just have to have the eye patch.
Oh, okay.
But sometimes I've worn it.
I feel ya. My number 1 is the... I'm amazed if you remember this one, but black and white set that was at the mall. Think we got it together when the Petunia...
was it Francesca's?
Oh, yeah, that was a good
I think
set.
it was in the same of the Petunia race.
Oh. See, I thought that was like the one who usually does the fashion walk. She did that outfit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But no, this is for the horse.
Yeah, but it was for the horse. It was a saddle and everything.
Yeah, it was a white furry saddle.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
the one.
Yeah. Black bridle with silver details, and then we got finally a black blanket with beautiful details. Oh yes, I just love it.
Yeah,
finally. Okay, that was the last top 3 list. I had so much fun. I really enjoyed it. But now we are moving on to something that is not as much fun.
Nope.
But it needs to be discussed. Especially since it is a big part of the Star Stable community right now, and that is COPPA, which is short for Children Online
Privacy Protection Act.
Thank you.
Oh well, I believe anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's something that has been around for a very long time. Like basically, it's in the beginning of the internet, but it hasn't been that big since until it sort of made YouTube. Like it sort of said, "Nah, YouTube, you can't do that. You're breaking COPPA Act," and then now YouTube is making rules.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, to explain this. So, COPPA was first brought in 1998, and websites that were for 13 plus didn't have to comply with it, because it's for anyone under the age of 13. But this is where YouTube majorly messed up, and they knowingly did so. So, YouTube recently got fined 170 million by the FTC.
Yep.
And the reason that this happened was because YouTube was collecting private information from children and people they knew were children. And then what YouTube was doing was providing personalized ads and things on videos without consent. So here's the thing. YouTube was marketing themselves to advertisers who would then pay them money to advertise products on the site. They literally said they were, and this was what was used against them in the court case, that they could reach the audiences of 2 to 12 years of age, and that was illegal.
Yeah.
That made them not COPPA compliant because they were knowingly saying, we know that there are 2 to 12-year-olds on our platform watching all the videos on YouTube. Come and give us your ad revenue and we'll market our products at them. Which was completely illegal.
Yeah.
So what YouTube decided to do was take us creators and throw us under the bus instead. So now we're in a situation where we are legally responsible for what children watch on YouTube. Which is complete and utter nonsense because none of us are qualified to do that.
No.
Yeah.
A lot of...
Especially with the guidelines that there is.
Yes, the guidelines are extremely
Really
vague. And yes, there has been some clarification more recently from copying the FTC. And for, like, I have read all the blogs from the FTC. I even went through at one point and started reading the COPPA guidelines, and my mind was just blown because they were so vague, and I could see how a lawyer could look at something and go, well, okay, this person says they're not directing it towards children, but this video is child appealing. So my mind was just kind of like, whoa, because when this stuff first arose, I thought, like, months and months ago, I thought this isn't going to affect most people. This is going to be like for toy review channels and, you know, nursery rhyme videos and things like that. It doesn't matter about the rest of us. And that's not, you know, now the case. So the FTC took feedback and so forth from people up until, I can't remember the exact date, but they took comments and so forth from everyone.
Yeah.
And now that's closed. I don't believe you can leave comments anymore, and they have to review that. And that could take months, or it could take years. So what I personally am hoping for is that they bring out an enforcement I think it's an enforcement policy statement, which will either say we'll not fine any creators until we review the guidelines and to finalize them, or B, will clarify things more clearly. And while they have clarified some things, and like Creekcraft, he has met up with them a lot of time. I mean, I have watched videos from Creekcraft, you know, Dan TDM, The Legal Eagle, the list goes on and on. I've read the blog posts, I've seen the videos from YouTube. Sometimes they've been helpful, sometimes they've been useless. And the posts from YouTube and so forth. I have been keeping as up to date with this as I possibly can, so my mind is a mess. I am stressed about this, I am worried about it, and it's, like, for me, personally, I don't know, like, how you guys feel, but, like, I could understand how somebody could look at my content and think that it was possibly could be appealing to younger viewers. So, like, I would rather private anything that I think is child appealing, because my content is not for, like, I've always, like, YouTube to me was always a +13 platform. And that's what I expected.
Still is.
Yeah, and that's what I expected of YouTube, but that's not what YouTube has done. So I feel like YouTube has really just abandoned its creators to a great deal, and I'm really, really cross at YouTube. I'm not upset at anyone else. I'm not upset at anybody that watches videos and so forth. I am upset at YouTube.
I agree, and You have put your, or starting to put your videos on private. I did this a week ago or so.
Yeah.
Did the same with all my Star Stable content and some other games that I thought this could be child appealing, I guess. I do not know. Please explain like this. We do not know. That is the most horrible stuff. And since we do not know, the consequences is really big, even though people are trying to calm us down and say like we probably won't get those consequences, but the consequences are just way too big to risk it.
Yeah, it's like even if there's a small shred of a chance, because the thing is, I look at my stuff and I went, when I first heard about this, I thought this has nothing to do with me. Like, it's nothing to do with me, so I'm not worried.
Yeah.
Because I only play the games that I enjoy, and
and then we looked at the guidelines and we went like,
and I don't feel that this applies to me because I just play the games that I enjoy, and you know, like I'm
as
not
a grown up.
Yeah, as a grown up, so I'm like, I like a wide range of games. I don't feel like I should have to silence myself from enjoying certain games because of this. So I was just kind of like, this is ridiculous. But because in a court of law right now, because of the current guidelines that are there in black and white, and because those haven't been revised yet, there's nothing concrete there. They can, like the FTC has said, they're not gonna, you know, start hounding us down and all this, and I get that, and I know that the chance is extremely small. It is extremely small. But for me, I'm an overthinker. My anxiety, even if it's that 0.1% chance that they could possibly happen, even if it probably will never happen to me in a million years or happen to you or anyone else, it still stresses me, and I know that a lot of people would turn around and say, well, YouTube has said you can set your stuff as not for kids or set for kids or do it on an individual basis. And I think a lot of people don't grasp is that, for example, with if you set your stuff as made for kids, you're no longer recommended. You no longer get notifications. You know, if you're a subscriber to a channel who's set for kids, you no longer will get notifications when they post. Their comment section is gone. You can't comment. You can't talk to anyone on that channel anymore. And you also lose monetization in the sense that you will lose between 60 to 90% of your ad revenue. So for people who, like, I feel really bad for big channels who rely on that income and are directed towards children. Because they're in a situation now where it's like if you went to work, you know, if you had a job and you were going and every week you got £100 or $100, and suddenly you go in the next day and your boss is like, so yeah, I'm cutting your pay by 60 to 90%, so now you're only going to get 10 to 40? Yeah. Most people wouldn't be able to keep their house.
Nope.
So I feel very concerned for like those people that are in that situation, and it has far-reaching ramifications. So I feel like it's not just so easy to say, oh, just set for kids or just set not for kids. No. Because if you label it wrong, you're open to fines. And then at the same time, you know, you lose a huge part of your community if you are set for kids. So I feel like it's not an easy decision for anyone to make, and I feel like a lot of us just feel right now it's safer to private everything until that clarity comes through, before whenever we can say in black and white, concrete, legally speaking, we're okay. And that's what I want to wait for. I want to wait for that certainty, because the unknown is too scary.
Yes. And that is basically what is just happening right now in Star Stable. I've seen multiple Star Stable creators that have decided to do basically the same as you and me that is doing. Quicksilver's doing it. Haley Rainstorm, who is big here in Sweden, has done it. Esmeralda Silverforce has stopped posting anything. I'm not sure if she's privatized anything, but she's stopped making content. So it is very uncertain for Star Stable, because Star Stable Online is a game that is following COPPA as well, and is doing it very well. But since that is a game that is following COPPA, it is very uncertain. Like, is it a game that is then child appealing, or is it not? YouTube is saying it like, you know your audience best, but I don't know.
Yeah,
we
because...
we don't know how many
Yeah.
under 13 that is actually watching our content.
Yeah.
Yeah, and can I just say this, like, nobody write things like that under in comments or anything like that, because that's sharing personal information. You shouldn't be doing that.
No.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
Please, we do not want to know.
We don't want to know. It's none of our business, and we certainly do not want YouTube collecting any more data than they've already decided to get their hands on. As you can tell, I'm kind of angry at them.
Yeah?
You know,
Yeah.
Believe me, I am as well.
yes, and I feel like right now there is too much uncertainty for a lot of us, and I suppose a lot of people will be asking, like, what's going to happen to the podcast and so forth.
Yes.
Right now, I feel comfortable leaving up the podcast because the podcast is a long discussion. I don't see it as being child appealing, and my channel is not child directed, so for me, I'm happy enough that it's there, because I don't think any kid really wants to sit through a podcast, in my opinion. So for me, I'm going to, well, I have already, actually by the time this podcast goes up, I have privated anything that I think, even just the smallest thing might be something in it could be child appealing. It's gone. Now, it doesn't mean that it will never come back. I think a lot of people might be going, oh my god, you're never going to post again, or some people might be worried that suddenly my channel is going to get more mature, and it's like, no, I'm not changing how I make content. I never made child-directed content to begin with. I play games that I enjoy, and I am not going to start effing and this and that and the other and dropping swear words just to appease somebody else. Like, me personally, the way I feel is, you know, I prefer to just make a video how I want to, and like, whenever I think of like something like Star Stable, there's no reason for me to curse when I'm playing Star Stable, right?
No.
It's different if I was playing Call of Duty and I get frustrated or I get killed or something like that, and I might say something. Star Stable, I just don't feel the need. I don't care if somebody else wants to swear in their videos, that's up to them. But I don't feel like I should have to change myself so drastically. Like, yes, the stuff that's probably going to be on my channel is probably going to be different games that I think are okay. So in a sense, my channel is going to change a bit, but like, at the same time, I want to make sure that what I stand for and what I enjoy is still here in some shape or form, even if I have to wait a while before I know for sure whether it's okay to post it. And I'm still going to be playing the games themselves, even if I'm not doing videos.
So, that is Koppa. We are not going to stop this podcast. We are going to try and keep posting throughout the year, but at least my channel is a bit of a break until I know what's going on. And I'm a little bit on a holiday as well, because I need it, because of the stress that has been going on. But hopefully in January I will return to my channel as well. And post stuff. And I hope that you will as well, TC.
I mean, I think for now I'll probably post Star Stable pictures and things like that early on my Instagram, and the same with Horse Riding Tales, and a couple of other ones that I have privated. I probably will keep that on there, and then I'm going to kind of move more to Twitch when it comes to live streaming. Because I know that the audience on there is older. For absolutely for certain. You know, because Twitch has always been marketed at older, so I feel like that right now is maybe a slightly safer space than here.
But it's just so interesting as we are moving, and of course we are bringing our audience with us, so Twitch is gonna have suddenly a lot of younger kids suddenly watching.
You see, that's the problem, and I've said this, like, the problem with this whole situation is, like, there are going to be channels out there who are directed for kids, maybe, like, take a toy review channel, and they're suddenly like, well, I can't make videos like this anymore, and they have to drastically change what they make. They might start making really mature content. The problem is, YouTube isn't sorting out the issue, which is the fact that so many children are watching the platform, and they're catering things towards them that they shouldn't have been doing. They need to take more, I think, steps to actually, you know, like, I think Dan2DM had a suggestion, which was if somebody signed up and the YouTube was like, okay, you're under 13, that they would then set up a special way of getting permission from their parents in order to say, okay, this is okay. Because right now, that's also an issue. The only way that a parent can give consent to the FTC for YouTube to let a kid watch on YouTube is actually either a letter, like an actual written consent form, sent and posted, which is nuts, Or the other way, I think, is some kind of digital signature, which I don't know the complete and other parts that take in that, because it has to be completely verifiable. So it's a very tricky situation, but I feel like, right now the problem is the audience is still there, and if a lot of people who've made stuff that was for kids suddenly start making stuff that is not for kids, the kids are still going to be watching it. And there are other channels out there who have been knowingly doing it and targeting to really, really young people, and I think their behaviour sometimes has been awful. Like, take Logan Paul, for example. I'm just like, I know, like, because they have themselves said that they target young audience, and I'm just like, that's not okay to show what you just showed. You know, that really boggles my mind, because for me, I don't see, you know, there are people out there that I think have knowingly been doing this in a really aggressive manner, and I don't think that should be allowed either. But I don't think it's fair that the majority of us who have tried to always adhere to the rules are suddenly getting smacked in the face because YouTube couldn't behave themselves.
I think we're gonna end it there with the combat, because we could go on and on updates, and it would be an entire episode in itself. But just so you know, that is what is happening, and we will just see what happens in January in 2020 at least. But this podcast is not going anywhere. At least.
And the only other thing just to add is, for legal purposes, we are not offering legal advice here. This is just our thoughts and opinions on this subject right now. And what I say right now, in a week's time or 3 months' time or whatever, the situation could have completely changed. So, this is just the information that I have right at this moment in time, and it is not legal advice.
Nope. Very good that you added that. But let's move on to something much more fun. Favorite and least favorite update of the month, which is December. Who wants to start? Cici, what was your least favorite?
My least favorite is this last update, the New Year's Eve. Because it's small, it's something we've seen before, and to be honest, I don't really celebrate that much in real life either. I'm just having like a normal, nice evening with friends and family, so it's not a big deal for me. So it's like, okay, it's kind of nice, I guess.
Would have been nice if it's something special. I mean, it's 2020. Because I have to agree with you. My least favorite is also the New Year. I didn't even remember, like, the Christmas Eve was on Tuesday, and that is when we here in Sweden celebrate Christmas. So when Christmas Day came, I was like, is there an update?
Me too.
Right, it's Wednesday.
Right. Yeah, me too.
So, and I was like, oh, it's New Year. Read through it. I'm just gonna stay on the couch. So, but what was your favorite?
My favorite is definitely the updated Tinkers, because they're amazing.
Yes. Oh, I agree. We basically have the same here. So, least favorite New Year. And we have been talking a lot about that already, about the Tinkers. So, Cici, do you have an answer? What is your least favorite?
My favorite and least favorite is exactly the same as Cici's.
Oh, okay.
So we all have the same.
Yeah.
We all have the same.
Because it's a little bit unfair for me to say it, because I haven't logged in to see the stuff, the New Year stuff at all. But that's because I wasn't interested.
No.
I was like,
just says a lot.
So, and the best thing I think was the Tinkers. So,
So we all three had the same, and I would have really liked if they did something special for 2020. But I guess they had no time, and they really did. But oh well. Okay, so monthly wish. Cici, what is your monthly wish?
I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I would love to have more accessories in the game. And for the moment, you can only have one accessory on, which is really sad.
Yeah.
Because, for example, if you love wearing glasses, but also want to have earrings or a headband or a mask, you can't because there's only one slot, which is very unfortunate.
Yeah. Very unfortunate. I have to agree.
Yeah, because in real life I love many accessories. I like earrings and hair clips and necklaces and bracelets and all of that. I would love to see that and more different type of accessories in the game for our character, because that's a very personal thing. You know, everyone can have the same outfit in the game, but if you have a lot of different accessories, you can be a little bit more personal with how you match.
And especially I'm thinking about the glasses. Someone is trying to be just like they are in real life, or want to
exactly.
Needs glasses. It's weird if they suddenly wants to have earrings and go like, okay, I have glasses, I can't have earrings.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bit weird. So at least they should add a slot where you can have glasses on all the time.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, definitely. Okay, TC, your monthly wish.
Well, I still want that tree moved, but
It's okay. It can be your wish.
I would really, I have such mixed emotions about this, but I actually would really love to see what they'd do with the English Thoroughbred if they updated it, because it's Generation 1.5 horses that it falls under. I kind of want them to.
They are Generation 2.
Oh yeah, because they did do Generation 2 for those. Sorry, yeah, because there was Generation 1.5, but then there was a Generation 2.
Oh right,
yes. They're going to do the Generation 2 horses from now on.
Yeah, so I would like to see what they do with that, because the Tikis were so good. So I'm like, Reds could be really good as well. So as much as I'm very very fond of them, I'd actually be really curious to see what they could do with those. So that would be my wish.
Yeah, I agree. That sounds nice.
I agree.
My monthly wish is for Silverglade to be updated.
Yes.
It's a big need. It has been needed for years. It needs to be done. Yes. And I'm done. Okay, so that was our 2019 episode. So many discussions. It has been tons of fun. I really enjoyed the top 3 lists. Especially how sort of similar we were, but still put it in different places.
Yeah.
So I really liked.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are recording this like the day before New Year. So we do want to wish you all who are listening a happy New Year. And we hope that you have a very lovely celebration if you celebrate. And remember to stay safe during New Year, because of fireworks can be dangerous and the lanterns can be dangerous. And if there are other special liquids involved, it can be dangerous. So please stay safe. Stay safe, grown-ups. And if you are taking liquids, please remember to drink water and everything like that. So stay safe and Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, we will see you in 2020. Happy New Year and
Happy
goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye.